So today, we're going to talk about a car that's really trying to do it all. It wants to be this super serene, comfortable luxury SUV, but at the same time, it's a flat-out, brutally fast performance machine. We're looking at the 2026 Cadillac Lyriq-V, an EV with a whole lot of ambition, and, as you're about to see, even more personality.
I mean, let's just get this out of the way right now. This is not your grandma's Cadillac. When a car review kicks off with a quote like that, you know you're dealing with something totally different. This one quote just sets the stage for a car that is built to shatter your expectations.
You know, for years, it feels like Cadillac has been trying to figure out what it wants to be in the modern world. Well, with the Lyriq, they've made a really bold statement. They're trying to redefine what American luxury even means in this new electric age, mixing that futuristic design with the classic, comfortable Cadillac feel we all know. And you know what? On first impression, it totally works. This thing is a serious head-turner. That black crystal grille, it does this whole animated light show when you walk up to the car. It's pretty wild. And when you get inside, it's just whisper quiet. It's like a little sanctuary on wheels that feels genuinely premium and totally ready to take on the big European brands.
Okay, but let's get real for a second, because no car, especially a first-generation EV this complicated, is ever perfect. To really get what the Lyriq is all about, we have to be upfront about its flaws. And yeah, there are a few big ones that owners have been pretty vocal about.
And when you look at these complaints, a clear picture starts to form, right? The charging situation. It's getting better, but it's just not on Tesla's level yet. The software looks gorgeous, but sometimes it feels like they chose style over simple, easy function. And that teeny tiny rear window and the lack of a frunk, yeah, those are definite compromises they made to get that sleek look.
And let's put that charging speed into perspective. A peak of 190 kilowatts isn't bad, not at all, but it's not at the top of the class either. For your day-to-day driving, charging at home, you'll never notice. But if you're on a long road trip, that extra 10 or 15 minutes you're spending at a charging station compared to, say, a Hyundai or a Kia, well, that can start to feel like a long time.
But just when you think you got the Lyriq all figured out, you know, a stylish, slightly flawed luxury EV, the whole story changes. Because that little V badge on the back, it's not just for looks. It turns this SUV into a completely different animal, a shocking one, frankly.
It all starts right here. 615 horsepower. That's coming from an upgraded dual motor setup. I mean, think about that. That's more power than a lot of supercars had just a handful of years ago, and it's all packed into this comfy family SUV. And then you get the other half of the equation, 650 pound-feet of torque. And here's the kicker. Because it's electric, all of that twisting force is there the instant you touch the pedal. That's what creates that insane, head-hurting launch we talked about in the beginning. It's just relentless. And all that power and torque adds up to this: 0 to 60 miles per hour in a tested 3.2 seconds. That is even quicker than what Cadillac officially claims. It makes the Lyriq-V, without a doubt, the fastest accelerating production Cadillac ever built. Full stop.
Now, Cadillac didn't just crank up the power and call it a day. They had to completely re-engineer the chassis to handle it. You're getting massive 6-piston Brembo brakes, really sophisticated adaptive dampers, and a rear roll bar that's over 500% stiffer. And they needed all of it because they're trying to control the physics of a vehicle that weighs nearly 3 tons.
But okay, beyond the face-melting speed, the Lyriq-V is still a Cadillac through and through. The experience inside is all about this really unique mix of high-end tech and a kind of warm, inviting luxury that makes you feel at home. The second you sit down, your eyes go straight to this unbelievable 33-inch curved screen. It's the whole dashboard, basically. But unlike some of its rivals that can feel a bit cold and, minimalist, Cadillac wraps the screen in real metal trim, open-pore wood, and soft-touch everything. It's a high-tech space that actually feels comfortable and luxurious. And then there is Super Cruise. Now, this is not just another driver assist system. A lot of people consider it to be one of the absolute best hands-free driving systems you can buy today. It can actually steer, brake, and even change lanes for you on hundreds of thousands of miles of mapped highways. It's a true game changer. And the best part is how simple it is to use. You get on a highway that's in its system, you push a button, and as long as you keep your eyes on the road, the car just takes over. It honestly makes long road trips and traffic jams so much less stressful. It's technology that actually helps you relax. So, after all that, where do we land? Well, the Lyriq-V is this fascinating mix of opposites. Yeah, it has its share of those first-gen problems and some practical issues, but it also has a level of performance and a kind of charm that you just can't ignore.
This quote really just hits the nail on the head. It's a sleeper. That's the perfect word for it. It doesn't scream at you with giant wings or crazy vents. It hides all of its unbelievable speed behind this elegant, gorgeous design, just waiting to surprise pretty much everyone on the road.
And when you put it side by side with its main rivals, the whole picture becomes crystal clear. Look, the BMW iX and the Tesla Model X are incredible vehicles, no doubt, but they're both starting at a price that's way higher than the Lyriq-V, easily pushing past that $100,000 mark. And that's really the final verdict here. For all its little imperfections, the Lyriq-V delivers something special. It's a car that makes you feel something. It has character. And if you're someone who wants that supercar-level acceleration, but wrapped in a beautiful, luxurious package, it's just an incredible amount of performance for the money.
And that all leads us to the big question, doesn't it? Is this car, with its mix of stunning design, some definite flaws, and absolutely mind-blowing performance, is this the new soul of American luxury? You know, it just might be. It's confident, it's a little bit different, and it's completely unapologetically itself. Thank you so much for joining me today.